it's weird because I've only been suffering minor symptoms in the last probably 8 months. So it's just more the hot flushes. So if all of a sudden I kind of, my eyes glaze over and I'm like, this red thing starts creeping up.
Isn't that cruel that happens though?
Oh, being a woman's cruel. Let's face it. The period, you got to give birth, you get the lines, you get the thing around the middle, and menopause.
Yeah, and they just come on like bang. I remember it would happen to Mum, and I'd be like, oh, you better go outside and get some air.
I know, but there's all this kind of weird, this weird, I don't know, stigma around menopause that means that you're getting old. It's not at all. I mean, you have some hormonal flushes and that's it. Yeah. In fact, a woman that I spoke to in Tasmania, a fantastic woman, she said, just think of them as power surges. Yeah, right. She said they're just reminding you that you're a very strong woman and that's your power. And she said every time you get that, just feel like it's a surge of power. And I went, that's a great way of looking at it, rather than, oh my God, I'm having a hot flush and panicking. Yeah. Just sit with it. And she said, you just breathe and just sit with it. It's no big deal. It's just a hot flush. It'll be over in like a minute. And you go, oh. Okay. That's yeah. So you don't get anxious about it. You go, okay, I'll just sit here. You might have to take your top off because you get a bit hot. Yeah. And then it goes. And then it's like, okay, that's it. I'm just not going to stress about it.
Did you find it confronting when it first started? Because I guess it would be.
No, it's great because it means the periods are over. That is
exactly what Mum said.
Sorry, boys. I'm sorry about that. It's a really, because
the P word.
We don't want to talk about menstruation.
I know. That's what I love though when I had my son. I'm like, oh my God, this is the best. I've got these big guts, but I don't have to worry about any of that. Not for a long time. I remember the first time it came back, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Yeah. Well, so I haven't had to worry about that for about 8 months. And that's the good side. Yeah. That's a good side. The downside is that, you have to be a bit more aware of your hormones. So I'm just taking like a natural thing. I got this stuff from America that I just get, it's like a Remy Femin kind of natural thing. I take that daily and I don't have any other. I'm still very calm. I don't get the mood swings. I'm not irrational. I'm not turning into a grumpy old woman. I just get the occasional hot flush and that's it.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm determined. I'm just going to slide through it. I'm not actually going to let it. I'm not going to be one of these women that blames it all on, menopause. I don't think you have to have that. I think you can deal with it yourself. And the minute I can't, then I'll seek other therapies. Yeah. I do think we need to sort of get rid of the stigma. It doesn't mean that you're not sexy and gorgeous and fabulous and whatever anymore. You're not turning into an old woman. No. Although, some women. I don't. I refuse.
Yeah, good.